Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the problems on AC systems. Let us take one problem. So, see here what is the problem given. So, an alternating voltage is given by V is equal to 282.8 sine 314t. Then find RMS voltage, frequency, and CBT is instant value of the voltage when t is equal to 4 milliseconds. So this is the problem given. So here we have to find out RMS voltage and frequency of the network and what is the value of the voltage at t is equal to 4 milliseconds. So let us see how to solve this problem. So generally the expression of the AC voltage is given by V is equal to Vm sine omega t, where this Vm is called maximum voltage or peak voltage, and here omega t, here omega is in radians per second, and where phi is the phase angle. Okay, now depends upon the network, this phase angle is going to be changed. Next, so by comparing this equation and given equation, so let us consider this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. So if you compare these two equations, we can write that Vm is equal to, see here, this is the Vm. What is the Vm here? 282.8. Okay, na? Next, this is the omega. What is the value of the omega t? 314. That's why I am taking omega is equal to 314. So here plus or minus phi is available, but in this there is a no phi value. That's why I am taking that omega phi is equal to 0. Now we have to find out the RMS voltage. So generally, how can we find out this RMS voltage? Means Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2. So Vm by root 2. This is the Vm by root 2. That means 282.5 by root 2. Then we get 200 volts. This is the RMS value. Next, we have to find out the frequency. So how can we find out this frequency? Frequency means generally here omega is equal to 2 pi f. Already we know the value of omega from the given equation, that is 314. So here omega is equal to 314. Now we compare this 314 is equal to 2 pi f. So let's see here frequency omega is equal to 2 pi f. So in given problem omega is equal to 314. Now get this 2 pi f here. So we get 314 by 25. If we substitute this thing, we get 50 hertz. That is the frequency of the given cycle. Next, instant value of the voltage when t is equal to 4 millisecond. Instant value means nothing but the particular value. So at t is equal to 4 millisecond, what is the value of the given waveform? That is the question asked here. So at t is equal to 4 millisecond, what is the value of the voltage? So already we know all the values. So just substitute t is equal to 4 milliseconds here. So 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Now substitute all the values, we get that V is equal to 268.9 volts. This is the instantaneous value of the given voltage. That means at t is equal to 4 milliseconds we are getting the value 268.9 volts. This is the about the problem. So here we calculate all the values what he asked in the problem. So let us see the another problem. Here is the another problem. An alternating voltage is given by V is equal to 75 sin 2 pi t minus 0.25 volts. Then find the amplitude, peak to peak value, RMS value, periodic time, frequency and phase angle. So this is the question, and now we have to solve the question, and we are going to find out all these values. Before going to solve this problem, we have to know some basics. Already we discussed at the starting of this chapter. Again I am repeating these basics. So see here, let us consider a sine wave. This is the sine wave, and from this axis to maximum value. So this is called maximum value. That is nothing but the maximum amplitude of the given sine wave. And if you consider this positive peak to negative peak, this is called peak to peak, VPP. Okay, now peak to peak value. So if we consider the values from 0 to positive peak, it is considered as a maximum value. But if you consider maximum peak value to the maximum positive peak value to the maximum negative peak value, it is considered as a peak to peak value. And another one is, what is the time taken for the completion of one full cycle? It is called as a time period of the cycle. That means one full cycle means one half cycle and one negative cycle. This entire positive cycle and negative cycle is called as a one full cycle. So what here time period means the total time taken by the circuit for completion of one full cycle. It is called as a time period T. Okay, na? This is about the waveforms. Not only sine wave, if you take any type of waveform, if 0 to maximum value, it is called as a maximum value Vm, and from positive peak to negative peak, it is considered as a peak to peak value. And time taken for the one full cycle, it is called as a time period of the waveform. So let us solve the problem. So here in our problem, given that V is equal to 75 sin 2 pi t minus 0.25. Now compare with the general equation. Vm is equal to Vm sin omega t plus or minus 5. Here if they given plus 5 means it is a leading, but if it given negative means it represents the lagging. Okay, na? So let us compare equation number 1 and equation number 2. If we compare this equation number 1 and equation number 2, we get Vm is equal to 75 and this omega is equal to 200 pi and phi is equal to 0.25. These are the values we get while comparing the equation 1 and equation number 2. So let us see what is first one, amplitude. Amplitude means nothing but the peak value. So how can we get this peak value means, so by taking this one, this is nothing but the Vm. So here we are consider Vm is equal to 75. Next, peak to peak value. So peak to peak value means how can we consider this is the peak value, that means positive to maximum value. So how can we get this peak value means into 2. So what is the positive peak? In the same way we get the negative peak also, that means we get the peak to peak value by multiplying Vm into 2. That's why we are getting the Vm is equal to 2 into 75, that is equal to 150 volts. Next, RMS value. So in previous problem already we solved the how to calculate RMS value, that means Vm by root 2, that means 75 by root 2 is equal to 53 volts. This is the RMS value. Next, periodic time, it is nothing but the time period, time taken for completion of the one full cycle. Let us see how to solve this t. So in a given problem we get omega is equal to 200 t, that means omega is equal to 2 pi f. If you substitute omega here, we get f is equal to 100 hertz, frequency is equal to 100 hertz. Then already we have the formula time period t is equal to 1 by f. So time t is equal to 1 by f. 1 by 100 means 0.0 seconds. This 0.0 seconds is nothing but the 10 milliseconds. So time taken for the one complete cycle is 10 milliseconds. Next, what is the value we have to calculate is frequency. Already we calculate the frequency as 100 hertz. Next we have to find the phase angle. How to find out this phase angle is in our problem they given 0.25. it is nothing but the radians. Okay, now actually we have to calculate the phase angle in degrees, but here he given in the radians. That's why we are converting into the degrees, that means 0.25 into 180 by pi. This is what we calculate is 14.32. this is the phase angle of the given cycle. Okay na? So next see the another problem. Let's take the another problem. See what is the problem given here. The current in a AC circuit. Up to now we discussed about the voltage. This is the another problem. It is related to the current I. I is equal to 120 sin 100t plus 0.36. Then find peak value, time period, frequency and phase angle. And BV and BBT is value of current at t is equal to 0. CBT is value of current at t is equal to 8. Next, dbit, time when current first reaches 60 amperes, and ebit is time when the current is first maximum. That means all these problems we solved in previously, but these are different. Bbit, value of the current at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, what is the value of the current? This is the question, and we have to find how much current is available at time t is equal to 0. And CBT is value of the current at t is equal to 8 milliseconds. Here we have to find out how much of current, instantaneous current is there at 8 milliseconds. And dBT is what is the value of time when current reaches the 60 amperes. That means here we have to calculate the time, here we have to calculate the current. That means here t is given, we have to calculate the current. Here current is given, we have to calculate the time. And last one is time taken when current is first maximum, that means nothing but the Vm. So here time take to reach its maximum value. So let us see how to solve this problem. So here we have to consider general equation is this one, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus or minus 5. This is also similar to the voltage equation already we discussed in previous problems. Here Im is also nothing but the peak current, omega is nothing but the radians in second, and phi is the phase angle. Okay, now compare these equation 1 and equation 2. By comparing this equation number 1 and equation number 2, we get Im is equal to 120 degrees, omega is equal to 105, phi is equal to 0.36. Now let us see the first one, peak value, time period, frequency and phase angle. So here peak value is equal to Im is equal to 120. By watching these equations directly we write that Im is equal to 120. After that, frequency, how can we calculate frequency? Means already this angular velocity is given, omega is equal to 100 pi, and now we compare with omega is equal to general equation 2 pi f. So by comparing these two we get f is equal to 50 Hz. From this we get time t is equal to 0.02, that means 20 milliseconds. Next, phase angle. So here they given in radians, now we are converted into the degrees, that means 0.36 into 180 by pi. Here we get 20 degrees 37 minutes. Next, let us see B bit, value of the current at t is equal to 0. What is the value of current at t is equal to 0? That means we have to replace t with 0. See here 100 pi into t. Now we are substituting t is equal to 0 here. So if you substitute t is equal to 0 and simplify, we get this equation as 42.27. Here we have to remember, while calculate or operating in calculator, our values are in radians, so our calculator must be in radians. So clear all the modes and keep the calculator in radians mode. If you put our calculator in degrees mode, the output will be different. So here we are using radians, so our calculator also have to be placed in radians mode only. Next, let us see what is the value of the current at t is equal to 8 milliseconds. So how much of current, instantaneous current, is available at t is equal to 8 milliseconds? That means now we are replacing t is equal to 8 milliseconds. So if you replace this 8 t is equal to 8 milliseconds, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So and we simplify, we are getting the value of current I is equal to 31.8 amperes. Here also we have to remember that this is in radians. So every time we have to check whether your calculator is in degrees mode or in radians mode. Okay na? Next, let us see the last bit, D. What is the when current is maximum? Okay na? I is equal to 120 దగ్గర. So if I is equal to 120 amperes, what is the time at which time we get the current t I is equal to 120 amperes? So if you substitute I is equal to 120, let's see here, this 120 gets cancelled, then I is equal to sin 100 pi into t plus 0.36. if get this sign here, sin inverse of 1 means nothing but the 90. So here we are using pi by 2 radians. So from here t is equal to pi by 2. See here, if this get this side, this becomes minus 0.36, and this 100 to 100 pi, if get this 100 pi this side, it becomes divided by 100 pi. So finally we are getting t is equal to this thing, pi by 2 minus 0.36 by 100 pi. If you substitute all these values, Here I am writing pi by 2 as a 1.57. That means it is in radians. Actually this value is 3.14. Now I am replacing by 3.1 pi as a 3.14 by 2. Then we get 1.57 minus 0.36 divided by this 3.14. If we simplify these values, we get T is equal to 3.85 milliamperes. That means at T is equal to 3.85 milliamperes time, we get the current I is equal to 120 amperes. So this is about the problems in AC networks. In our next class, we will discuss about how to find the RMS voltage and average values for a waveforms. Now we are finding the RMS values for the given equations. In our next class, we will discuss how to find the average values and RMS values for a waveform. Okay, now? So students, please ask me if you have any doubts. So feel free to ask any doubt. Thank you.